Did you know that Valentine's Day, the holiday of love and affection, has a rather bleak and bloody history? As it happens, the origins of this day are possibly not as rosy as the bouquets we exchange. Let's take a journey back to the days of ancient Rome, where we find Lupercalia, a festival that might just be the predecessor of Valentine's Day. This was not an occasion marked by heart-shaped chocolates or romantic sonnets. So, as it turns out, our modern celebration of love may have some rather dark and bloody roots. Let's dive deeper into the world of Lupercalia, shall we? The ancient Roman festival of Lupercalia was a far cry from today's heart-shaped chocolates and candlelit dinners. Celebrated in mid-February, Lupercalia was a rowdy occasion dedicated to fertility and purification. Participants engaged in peculiar rituals, including a lottery where men drew women's names from a jar to determine their partners for the festival. It was a time of wild merriment, starkly different from the tranquil expressions of love we see today. Fast forward to our modern Valentine's Day. The focus has shifted from raucous revelry to intimate expressions of affection. Instead of lotteries and public festivities, we have private exchanges of thoughtful gifts, shared meals, and heartfelt declarations of love. It's a day dedicated to celebrating romantic relationships, a stark contrast to Lupercalia's broader focus on fertility and purification. Quite the contrast, isn't it? From a festival of fertility and purification to a celebration of love and affection. So, how did we move from Lupercalia to Valentine's Day? The transformation has much to do with the rise of Christianity. The early Christian church was not a supporter of pagan celebrations, and Lupercalia was no exception. It was around the 3rd century when the church made a significant move. They began to replace Lupercalia with a holiday dedicated to a figure named Saint Valentine. Saint Valentine was a priest who bravely defied the Roman emperor's ban on marriages for young men by secretly performing wedding ceremonies. This act of rebellion, however, did not go unpunished. Valentine was discovered and sentenced to death. Despite his tragic end, the memory of his courageous love endured. Of his sacrifice and commitment to love, the church canonized him and marked the day of his execution, February 14th, as a day to honor him. And so, Valentine's Day was born. Let's move on to the story of Cupid. This cherubic symbol of love has his roots in Roman mythology as the son of Venus, the goddess of love. With time, as the holiday evolved from a fertility festival to a celebration of romantic love, Cupid's image started appearing more frequently. By the Middle Ages, St. Valentine's Day had blossomed into for lovers to express their affection through love letters and gifts, a tradition that still thrives today. And that's how Valentine's Day as we recognize it today was born, from bloody rituals to heart-shaped chocolates and romantic love letters. Well, that was quite a history lesson, wasn't it? Indeed, the rich tapestry of Valentine's Day, woven with threads of Lupercalia, Saint Valentine, and even Cupid himself, is a fascinating narrative. But knowledge, much like love, is meant to be shared. So why keep this riveting tale to yourself? Pass it on. Let others uncover the mysteries and the peculiarities of Valentine's Day. So go ahead, share this video and spread the knowledge. After all, who knew that Valentine's Day had such an intriguing past?